the rest of the envelopes.
Thanks.
Why are you writing all these letters? You ain't got that many friends.
Oh, I hit upon a swell idea. Oh, I'm writing a letter to all our friends and tell them how bad we're in need of money. So I figure if 10% of them come through, we'll have enough to pay the room rent.
Well, why go through all this trouble?
Why?
Why don't we just get the phone book, and we take all the names out of the phone book, and we send them all a letter. Then we'll liable to get a lot of money back.
All the names in the telephone book.
Yeah, we take them all down.
You know, it costs 3 cents for a stamp to send one of these things. 3 cents. Where's the money coming from?
Well, we get the money from the money that the people send in the envelopes.
But they haven't sent the money yet. They haven't come in yet.
Well, you see, that's where I got brains. On the other side over here, we put send back immediately. That way we get the money fast. They buy the stamps. Oh, you couldn't do that, could you?
No, sir. Now, come on, let's mail these here out. And, by the way, in case we run into Mr. Fields, the landlord, keep your mouth shut. If he talks about the rent, let me do the talking. Don't you do the talking. Let me do it.
If we meet Mr. Fields, we'll both keep our mouths shut. He'll do all the talking.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Come on. Yes. I know what you're going to say. Don't worry about a thing. We'll have the room rent for you in a couple of days.
You'll have the room rent for me by 5 o'clock. Do you understand? 5 o'clock.
Just a minute, Mr. Fields. We're living in this apartment, and we'd like to have it a little neat and clean. Why don't you water these flowers?
I do all this work by myself. I think he means it this time. I think he means it.
Well, good afternoon, gentlemen. May I be of service?
Yes, I'd like to get my friend here alone.
I beg your pardon?
I want to get you alone here in this office.
You want to get me alone here in the office?
Certainly.
Are you kidding? Come on, get me out of here. You can't get me alone. There's other people in here.
Just a minute. I want to get you alone here. In order to get you some money, I've got to get you alone.
Wait. In order to get me money, you got to get me alone?
Certainly.
You had me alone at the apartment all morning. Why you got to bring me over here for?
Right. Got to take out a loan in order to get you some money.
I take it you want to take out a loan. Just how much would you require?
Oh, could we get $50?
Why, certainly. Are you quite sure that'll be sufficient?
You better make it 100.
Why, certainly. Certainly. Anything that you require. After all, that's what we're in business for, to please our friends. And our customers are our friends, you know. We try to live up to our name, the Friendly Finance Company.
It is easy to get money here.
Oh, yes, it's really quite simple. Now, if you'll just fill out this application here with your name, address, occupation, employer, amount of salary, length of time in present position. It's just a formality.
There you are.
That's right. That all?
Yes, that's all on that page. Now, on page 2 here, you just give the date and place of your birth, education, schools attended, degrees, if any. My, is that a spot on your necktie? No matter. The father's occupation, date of their marriage, names of brothers and sisters, their occupation, and approximate income. Just a formality.
Are you kidding? Now, what's this page 3 for?
Just a few liberal questions. Actually, just a few simple questions. The names of 10 people who have known you intimately for at least 20 years. The name of your automobile, the date of your last illness, and name of attending physician.
Oh, what kind of questions are these, Abbott? They're ridiculous. I'll never be able to remember these questions.
Oh, yes, you can. Come now. You're not trying.
What do you mean I'm not trying? This is just silly stuff.
No.
I mean, if I was to ask you a silly question, I'll bet you get all muffled up here, too. Who is the watchman on the George Washington Bridge?
Day or night shift? Mr. Smith.
How do you know?
I asked them. Oh, good afternoon, Larry. I want you to meet Mr. Abbott and Mr. Costello, 2 of our firm's new clients.
Well, Mr. Abbott, it's always glad to meet new clients of the Friendly Finance Company. Any collections you want I should make today, boss?
Yes, Mr. Primrose had a payment due yesterday. You better drop around and see him.
Sure thing. Let's see, Mr. Primrose is a little guy, ain't he?
And how is poor dear Mrs. Callahan? Did you call the hospital?
Yeah, she's doing fine. The doc says the casts will be off her arms next week.
Poor dear Mrs. Callahan had an accident.
She had an accident.
Yeah, she tripped over a payment. Well, be seeing you. Yeah.
Well, you go ahead and sign these. I'm going out and get a cup of coffee.
What are you leaving me here like this for? You're gonna go get a cup of coffee. You always leave me in a spot like this.
Sign it.
I signed the first name already. I give you the money back. I don't want the money.
Hiya, Costello.
Hi, stranger.
You. Glad to see you, pal.
You and your funny tricks all the time.
Hey, what do you think of my new car, huh?
Who are you driving for?
Driving for, I own it. It's my car. I'm in the money now. I got a swell apartment. Look at this suit, tailor-made. Look at this diamond stick bit. 2 carats.
Oh, you're a Lulu with your funny jokes.
Here, have a cigar.
Thanks a lot.
My
What
card?
up? Your card. How come you're out of the pool room? Oh, the Nevada Gold Mining Company, Inc. Joe Kelly, Vice President.
Hey, that's me, pal. Look, if you run across anybody that wants an investment, I can make them a lot of money. I know that you haven't got any dough.
Hey, you kid, I'll bet you $100. I got $100 right there, kid.
You got $100?
You bet.
How would you like to buy some of my stock?
I was waiting for how long you was gonna put the bite. Stock. Are you kidding? I wouldn't take nothing from you, Joe. Here, not a thing.
Hey, wait a minute. Can I drive you home?
Drive me home. I was gonna go by bus, so I'll let you drive me home.
Oh, right. Hop right in,
That's
pal.
the only thing I'm gonna give you a break on, just driving me home.
Come in. Oh, hello, Mr. Fields.
Well?
Well, we raised some of your rent money.
Oh.
And as soon as Mr. Costello gets here, I'll be down to see you.
That's fine. Well, I don't want you to think that I was too abrupt with you boys, but you understand.
Oh, I understand.
I got out of my mind.
Yeah, sure.
This month, everybody's been late with the rent, and I've got to keep the collections coming in, you know.
Sure. Well, as soon as Mr. Costello gets here, I'll bring it down to you.
That's fine.
It's okay.
Oh, by the way,
What?
you know that lodge I belong to, the Fraternal Order of Mud Turtles?
Oh, yes.
Well, they're having their national convention here next week, and I'm on the committee. Now, they asked me if I could get a couple of judges for the bathing beauty contest. It's an annual affair, you know, and I thought maybe that you two boys might help me out.
But, Mr. Fields, we don't belong to your lodge.
That's just it. Members of the lodge can't be judges, must be impartial outsiders.
Well, and we're your boys.
I knew I could depend on you.
Sure.
The contest will take place next Saturday.
Okay, we'll be there.
Good.
Oh, here he is. Did you get the money?
I sure did.
Attaboy.
Better than that. See this here?
Yeah.
Our worries are over. I just bought myself some stock in a gold mine. We're gonna be millionaires.
5 months' rent you owe, and you throw away the money buying phony gold stock.
Phony stock my eye. Joe Kelly is the vice president of this company, and you want to see the beautiful car he's riding around in.
Sure, and paid for with monies taken from suckers like you.
Let me see that stock.
Yeah,
This is good.
I
Good
can
stock.
imagine.
Just as I thought. I happen to know this company. Do you know what you can use these certificates for? Paper the wall with them.
I don't think so. This is beautiful material. Feel that material.
Oh, stop, Lou.
Material.
Mr. Fields, please, I'll have to apologize for Lou, but incidentally, I sent out a lot of mail. I've written to a lot of our friends, and I'm expecting some money. Now, if you could give us 3 or 4 days, I'm sure we could pay the room rent.
3 days.
Oh, you're a gentleman, Mr. Fields.
Mr. Fields, you're a man after my own heart. Have a cigar. Not only that, I want to show you I'm a gentleman. I want to give you a light. Just a minute. Hold it right there. Here you are, sir.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Fields.
How stupid can one get?
Hiya, baby. Have a good lunch?
Oh, I knew I forgot something. It was lunch. I spent my whole noon hour buying this little old bathing suit. Do you like it? It's for the beauty contest.
With you in it, I'm nuts about it. I'm nuts about anything with you in it.
Gosh, wouldn't it be wonderful if I could win the contest? I'd be Miss Mud Turtle and have my picture in all the papers and go to Honolulu.
Baby, you're practically in. I was just reading about the contest in a large paper. Guess who's going to be the judges?
Who?
Those 2 guys that was in and borrowed money, Abbott and Costello.
Well, what does that mean?
That means you need dough. They can be got to.
You mean you could really get them to make me win the contest?
Baby, they will leave you in the contest or I will break both the heads. Take the letter. You ready?
Already.
Abbott and Costello. Gents, in the Miss Mud Turtle Beauty Contest, of which you guys are the judges, I want you should pick Miss Mabel Murphy. Here is $100 for your trouble. Leave there be no mistakes. Put these two $50 notes in a letter and get it right off.
Larry, you're the sweetest.
What in the world are you doing?
Just like Mr. Fields told me. Put them on a wall for wallpaper.
What he was trying to do was explain to you that there's no value connected with these things. But that's a good idea. Leave them up there. Take a look at them every now and then. And realize how dumb you are. All right.
What do you got there?
These are letters in answer to the requests to our friends for money.
Let's open them up.
Yes, help me open these things up. Now, let's see what we have. And we ought to have enough money in here to pay the room rent.
Says $10 bills.
Good. Let's see what this one says. Drop dead. Find a friend.
Right. Look at this one. Are you kidding? What's the money?
I don't know. Go to work. You won't have to borrow any money.
These are all people you knew well, huh?
Our friends.
Hey, get a load of this one. I'm a little short, but if I had it, I wouldn't give it to you.
Forget about it. I'll go down and tell Mr. Fields I'm sorry we just haven't got the money. That's all we can do.
Okay. I don't get it anyway. You send letters to some of these guys for a couple of bucks. Can't even get it.
Yeah?
Oh, Mr. Fields, I have some bad news for you. We just can't pay the room rent, and I guess it's best we move.
Wait a minute. We ought to be able to work this thing out.
What do you mean?
Especially if you and Costello would like to do me a little favor.
Why, for you, anything, Mr. Fields, anything at all.
You know,
just name it.
My niece, she's going to enter this Mud Turtle Bathing Beauty Contest, and since you and Costello are going to be the judges, I thought maybe...
Oh, I see. Yes.
Hmm?
I imagine.
She might win the contest anyway. She's not bad looking. Have you ever met her?
No, I haven't.
Oh, Columbine. Columbine, honey.
Columbine.
What
happened? How do you do? She is beautiful. I bet she has all the boys head over heels in love with her. Are you engaged?
Are you?
Yeah, I tend to be, yes.
See, that's one of the reasons why I want her to win this contest and go to Honolulu to meet some nice young men. I'd like to get her out of my hair.
What hair? I think everything could be with me.
We understand each other?
That will take care of everything?
Right.
Well, congratulations, Miss Mud Turtle of 1950.
Oh, Mr.
All right, everything's lovely. Everything's fine. It's all taken care of.
Have a good night.
Well, that's that.
Hey, Abbott! Abbott!
It is. Hey, $100.
Somebody sent us $100.
Well, now, that's what I call a friend. Was there a letter in it?
Yeah.
Who's it from?
I don't know. I dropped the letter. It's all mixed up right now.
Oh, well, forget about that. Don't mean to think.
Boy, $100. Two 50s. 150 we'll give to Mr. Fields. The other 50 we'll get down and get our tuxedos out so we can judge the beauty contest.
No, wait a minute, Lou. I've made a new deal with Mr. Fields. Everything is all right now.
Wait, what kind of deal did you make with him?
I'll explain to you later. Now, look, I'll tell you what you do. You clean up all this mess, and I'll get down and get our stuff out of hock. Go ahead, clean up.
A deal with Fields. You know, Abbott, this is the kind of job I really like.
You like it?
Makes me feel very important.
Swell. Now, just behave yourself.
Oh, Abbott, may I see you a minute, please?
Oh, yes.
Now, remember, no slip-ups. My niece has got to win this contest or else.
You've got nothing to worry about.
You'll have plenty to worry about if anything goes wrong. Does Costello know that she's going to win?
Well, I haven't explained to him yet, but anything I say is okay with Costello.
Hey, chum, remember me?
I can't say that I... Oh, yes, yes. You're the man from the finance company.
Also, I am the guy what sent you the $100, remember?
$100?
Yeah, the 250s. Don't tell me it slipped your mind.
Oh, the $100. Oh, yes. That was mighty swell of you.
Yeah.
We certainly appreciate it.
Well, see that you do appreciate it by carrying out your part of the bargain.
Bargain?
This here is Mabel, the little girl you're going to make win the contest.
The girl? The contest?
Hi, y'all.
You better get lost, baby. It don't look good for you to be seen talking to one of the judges and then have him pick you for Miss Mud Turtle. Whoa.
Yeah, sure, Larry. Bye.
Here, you forgot it. Now, just so you and me understand each other, no mistakes, see?
Yeah.
Well, you two guys are going to be nursing a couple of broken heads.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Costello, come on, I've got to talk to you.
Of all the times to interrupt me, just when I'm getting to the point. Just when I'm getting to the point.
Partner, just a minute. Come here.
Excuse me.
Come here.
Excuse me, number 5.
Come here. We're in a mess. It's a terrible mess. I've got to find a place to talk to you.
Let's talk in here.
Oh, Chubby. Come here.
I'll be right with you, Abbott. No.
Here you are. If the man answers, don't hang up. He's broad-minded.
Start with the judging, Mr. Costello. Where's Mr. Abbott?
He's around here someplace.
Well, we're already late in starting. We'll have to go ahead without him.
I mean, after all, I can't do no judging without Abbott.
No. You'll have to do it alone. You'll have to do it with one judge. I'm sorry,
You don't know
you
why
will
I
have to do it alone.
Number 5. Oh.
Please.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to pick the queen, Miss Mud Turtle. There's a lot of mud turtles here, too, believe me. Now, in this, we have number 5. Now, of all these, we, 7? We got Shorty? And that. 5. Now, I've
got to see Mr. Costello. Shh. I've got to see Mr. Costello.
Quiet.
Well?
Now, I am going to pick the winner of Miss Mud Turtle. After consideration, I think number 7 is a lovely number. Don't get worried. You ain't got a chance to lose. Now, after all, it's gotta... You're in, kid. How do you do?
How do you do?
There it is. Uh-huh. You might as well take this, too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't worry about a thing, kid.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winning number 5. Miss Clara Dick.
You picked the wrong queen.
The wrong queen? How did I know? What are they doing?
Oh, they're after you and I.
You're supposed to pick my niece. Hey!
Have you seen him? You see which way them 2 judges went?
This way.
Thanks.
Excuse me. Dandy. Number 5.
You had it fixed so I was going to win the contest. You know I'm the prettiest.
What's up?
I'm looking for Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, well, so am I, and I hope I find them before I cool off.
Well, I ain't never gonna cool off. And when I catch up with them, I'm gonna put them in plaster casts for the rest of their lives. If they live that long.
Well,
Hey, you got an apartment for rent?
I certainly have. The apartment that Abbott and Costello used to occupy.
Well, I gotta get me a new place today. I'd like to take a look at it.
Be my guest.
We've got to get a place to live. Another night on that park bench, and I'll have ingrown ribs.
Well, personally, I don't think they're any harder than
Costello.
than his head.
You want to apologize for that? Do you know what happened? That gold mine, they struck a new vein. That stock is worth $1,000 a share.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. Take it down to the office. They'll pay you $1,000 a share.
Abbott, did you hear the man? That the stock I bought, I told you I'd make a lot of money, didn't I?
And what did you do with them? You pasted them on the wall.
You told me to leave them there, that every time I look at them, I would be stupid.
All right, wait a minute.
You're stupid. Fields are stupid. I'm I got my policy. I'm a businessman.
I know what we'll do. We'll go up there tonight. We'll sneak into our apartment. Fields won't be able to hear us. From where he sleeps, and there'll be nobody in our apartment, and we'll take them off the wall.
They're my bonds. I want my bonds.
Take it easy.
They're worth $1,000. I want my bonds.
We'll go up to the apartment.
Get him in the corner. Quiet. That ain't gonna do any good. Here, hold us. Wait, you hit me in the stomach. Together. Hey, look, Abbott. What? I got a little piece of the bun. Oh, no, that's about $20 worth to throw away. Get it out.
I never heard anyone snore like that before.
Don't make any noise.
Hello, this is Joe Kelly. I've been trying to phone you guys all night. I made a mistake about that stock.
What do you mean, a mistake?
Costello bought the preferred stock. The one that went up was the common stock.
That's just dandy.
How dare you stop?
come on, come on. I've an appointment to play a game of chess with Mr. Field, our landlord. Come on, will you shake a leg? Please, will you press the pants?
Abbott, what are you getting so excited about? Your date ain't with the girl until tonight.
So what about it? Now, when I take you out with girls, don't we always split 50-50?
Yes. You always split the girls 50-50.
That's right.
You always take the ones under 50 and give me the ones over 50.
That's her. Oh, boy, that's the baby. Hey, go ahead, press the pants. Take it easy. Now, don't get excited. Don't get excited. Take it easy.
Hello?
I want to talk to Lou Costello.
All right. Costello,
Yeah?
it's for you.
Whoever it is, tell him I'm busy. I am pressing your panties.
Come on, take your own messages.
Okay. Hurry. Ah, my social life. Hurry. Hello?
Is that you, Lou Costello?
Yeah, this is Lou Costello. It ain't his brother Pat.
Are you sure this is Lou Costello?
I am positive this is Lou Costello. Hi, Lou Costello. Hi. Hello, Mr. Fields. How do you do? Yes, I am positive I am Lou Costello.
You don't sound like Lou Costello.
Well, what do you want me to do? I mean, I'm Lou Costello. I know who I am. I'm Costello. I got certificates and everything to prove I'm Lou Costello.
Well, listen, Costello. This is Dinky's brother. I want you to bring me the $5 you owe me.
When he gets in, I'll tell him. Hey, Abbott, I want to thank you for buying me this new tie and a shirt and the pants. Must be Sid Fields. I figured it was you.
You did, huh?
Here's your $20. I was only kidding.
You're giving me $20?
On account.
On account of what?
That's all I got.
That's all you got. Well, you're going to have more, and I'm going to have more, because it'll take more to pay the rent that you owe me.
What are you cooking up now?
There is going to be the dawn of a new day in the life of Lou Costello.
What's going to happen?
You are going to work.
What's the matter?
I've just been telling this boy that things are going to change around here. I've got to have my rent, and there's only one way to... You remember the fellow that used to live upstairs? This fellow, Leo Whitcup, that was the door-to-door salesman?
Oh, Leo Wickup.
Yeah.
The guy with the hiccups. I used to call him Wickupper, the Hiccupper.
He moved out without paying his rent.
So?
He left a whole room full of these things, and you're going out and sell them.
What are these?
No peddlers allowed.
No peddlers allowed.
That's right.
You want us to, well, we're going to sell this?
You've got to sell them. Somebody's got to sell them. Don't you realize there's over 50 million women in this country who have no protection from these imbeciles who go door to door peddling things? This poor housewife, she's in her apartment. She's watching the television set while she does her work. It's a daytime serial. Little Nell is about to be thrown out of her house because she can't pay her rent. Her uncle is being barbecued in the fireplace. The doorbell rings. She runs to the door. She answered. Who is it? It's a peddler. One of these idiots who comes to sell her something. By the time she gets back into the house, the daytime serial is over. She's missed the entire climax. And what happens? Her whole day is ruined.
Where'd this lady live?
Where does she live? She lives all over the country. Patterson, New Jersey, Ashton, Wisconsin, Maquanago, everywhere. She lives all over America.
I'm not going to even go to Maquama. I can't even say it. I'm not going to go over the world looking for this lady. If she's around next door, so I'll go look for her.
It doesn't make any difference, me.
Where is Maquama? What you say?
What's the difference? Maquanago is next to Oconomowoc. And by selling these signs, you'll not only be helping that housewife to see the climax of these wonderful daytime serials, but you'll be helping yourself by earning the money to pay your room rent.
Hey. You know, Mr. Fields has got something there. I'm with him 100% on that. You should take these out, go from door to door, and sell as many as you can.
Yes.
That's right.
And you're going to help him.
And I'm going to...
Yeah? What do you want?
I'm here to do you a favor, a big favor.
Like what?
Like selling you one of these no peddlers allowed signs.
Well, now, isn't that just it?
I know you'd go first.
You're trying to drive door-to-door salesmen out of business. Let them starve to death.
Why not? They're nothing but pests, public nuisances. Place one of these here on your door and your troubles are all over.
I happen to be a door-to-door salesman, so you take this and my troubles will be over. Well, what do you want?
How do you do, sir? Do you realize what it is to have peddlers pester you all day long?
Say, listen. I've got one of the greatest little gadgets here you ever saw. Keep peddlers out of your hair the rest of your life. They're 50 cents a piece or 2 for $1.
I'll take the 2 for $1.
Good.
Yes, sir.
You got a bargain.
You're welcome. 2 for $1. No peddlers allowed. No peddlers allowed. He's in the same business that I'm in.
What do you want?
Lady, do you ever look at television or listen to radio?
I was just watching my favorite daytime serial, Little Nell, when you so rudely interrupted me.
Well, you see, lady, that's the idea. You buy one of my no peddlers allowed signs, and never again will you be bothered by pests. Uh-oh. Must have got Little Nell.
You just made me miss the big climax. Why you...
Naughty, naughty. Don't do that, lady. That's on me. Boy. What's the idea of leaning on my doorbell? You annoy me.
You're gonna love me when you find out I'm selling no peddlers allowed signs. You place one of these on your door, you're rid of the pests forever. What do you say? Yeah, this'll make a hit with you.
This'll make a hit with you.
Well, what do you want?
How do you do, sir? I would like to make you a very contented man. How would you like to buy one of my no peddlers allowed signs?
I'm not interested, so scram.
Now, hold it just a minute. I'm not so easily discouraged. I gotta sell one of these before I go, and you must buy one if you don't mind.
Get lost.
Yes. What? You get dumped it over the head? You got the frying pan and pull the tie? At least I'm a gentleman like anybody else you got. All right. Oh, you. Come on, I defy you to come out.
I'll do my doorbell again and I'll break your neck.
I'm sorry.
Now beat it.
What's the matter? What do you do now?
I caught in the door.
Well, that's no way to sell these signs.
I know that.
Well, go ahead, get away. What's the matter with it?
Listen, this guy's tough on you. He told me to keep away from here.
All right, ring the bell. He'll open the door and you can get your tie out.
Don't ring the bell.
Why?
If you'll open up the door, you'll smear me all over the
Oh,
job.
why don't you stop with me alongside of you? What are you worrying about? Here, I'll ring the bell.
Don't ring the bell.
Well, you're still here? This ought to take care of you.
Close. Right. Like
Excuse me. Could you tell me where Hope Street is?
It's about 3 blocks down that way. I gotta get that.
Sorry I ripped the new pants you bought me.
You should be sorry. What do you think? I find these things in the street?
That's what we landed, isn't it?
Yeah. Hold still. Come in. Oh, hello, Mr. Fields.
Well, boys, I see it didn't go so good, huh?
No, not so good.
Well, I got another idea.
No more of your ideas. Your ideas is worse than Abbott's. No more.
Wait a minute. Hold still.
Calm down.
Hold still a minute.
Now, be careful. You've got to pay your rent, and this is a way to get some finances. Now, you know those two boys that moved in upstairs in that vacant room? You know,
Yeah.
Steve and Tom?
Yes.
Well, they're in trouble again.
Uh-oh.
They're in trouble.
Will you hold still?
Hey, give them those signs, no peddlers. Let them sell it.
Never mind. This is a real kind of trouble. They've got a problem this time. You see, these two guys are stuck on two sisters. Now, these sisters have a very eccentric old man. Their father is a collector of rare birds and guns. He also has collected a rare hatred for Steve and Tom. Why? Because these two guys are a couple of tough guys, and he won't let them get within a mile of his house or his daughters. Now, that's where you boys come in.
Wait a minute. I'm a little leery about those two guys. They play too rough.
Oh, they're perfect gentlemen.
Mr. Fields.
What?
Please get out while he's sewing up the pants.
Yeah,
We
all
are-
right.
Take it easy.
Dylan!
We are not going to do anything else. Now, go.
They may give you boys as much as $100 if you boys will go to the house, decoy the two girls out of the house away from the old man so these two boys, Tom and Steve, can step in and have a date with them.
You might have something there.
The boys promised to meet me right after lunch. Okay if I bring them down here?
Sure, it's okay.
All right, boys, remember, you'll get $50 apiece and I'll get my rent.
Oh.
Okay, Mr. Fields, we'd be very glad to accommodate you and the boys at $50 apiece.
Abbott? Where's Abbott?
Abbott, he's over here. He ripped his pants, too.
Oh, here's the boy.
Oh, hi, Alice.
Well, Abbott are just busting to help us outsmart old man Thomas.
Just say we're busted and forget the whole thing.
Now, wait a minute. Field says you'll help us, and you're not going to back out on us now.
You boys have got to help him out, and you're the only ones who can. You see, old man Thomas, the father of the two girls these fellas go for, doesn't know Abbott and Costello. So you get into the house, get the girls out, and the boys will step in and have a date.
I got it. What you want us to do is go to the house, meet the girls, bring the girls out, put them in your hands, we're through.
And you get the money.
That's right. We'll be back in a half an hour with the car.
June and Maria will be expecting you. And just to make sure you make a good impression on old man Thomas, talk birds to him. He's nuts on the subject.
He likes birds, huh?
Oh, birds?
Nah.
Now, boys, I'm going to give you a little something on account. Costello, I'm giving you 20. Abbott, I'm giving you 22.
Good.
Hold it. You give me 20, you give him 22? How come you give him $2
I
more?
didn't. I gave Abbott $20, and I gave you 22.
You did?
Yeah.
Certainly.
Give me 22. Give me $100.
That's all straightened
Pick him up. Be back in a half an hour.
Okay.
Let's go on, fellas.
Okay,
Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute.
Just thought of something. You thinking the same thing out there?
Yes, sir.
The birds?
The birds.
You've got to know something about birds to talk to the old man
Do
intelligently.
you know anything about birds?
Oh, I think I know enough to get away with it. I know a lot about birds.
Do you know what a mugwump is?
A mugwump?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. A mugwump is a little bird that sits on a fence all day.
A mugwump sits on a fence all day?
Yes. And his mug hangs over one side of the fence, and his wump hangs over the other.
Well, now, children, now we have something. Here is our new antenna made in the shape of a bird cage. Of course, it's quaint, but I know it'll work. Isn't it a wonder? The old one up on the roof, my dear, that's the end of that. That absolutely must go.
Henry Thomas, have you gone out of your mind? What's wrong with the antenna we've got on the roof?
My darling, I can explain that in exactly 2 words. It stinks. We get nothing but snow, and a lot of frightful distortions.
Oh, but Daddy, you can't put this thing up there this afternoon.
Oh, is that so? And why not?
Because there's a man up on the roof repairing it, and you'd just get in his way.
Besides, Daddy, Mr. Abbott and Mr. Costello, the gentlemen we met at the lecture, are calling on us, and you've got to stay here and meet them.
Daddy, you'd look kind of silly trying to say hello to them from the roof.
Will I ever win a decision around here? All right. I'll put the thing aside until after they've gone. After all, any inconvenience is quite all right with me, as long as it can get my 2 dizzy daughters' minds occupied with something besides those 2 horrible, worthless fellows, that Tom and that Steve.
Oh, Father,
Pardon me.
you'll just be crazy about Mr. Abbott and Mr. Costello.
Oh, is that so?
Oh, they're so intelligent. The kind that are interested in the finer things, like
arts and sciences.
Oh, dear.
And, Daddy, their hobby is the study of dogs and birds.
Birds? Oh, birds. Our little feathered friends. Well. We really ought to get along wonderfully. Excuse me, children.
Oh, Daddy.
Oh, pardon me, dear.
Oh, Henry, be careful.
Well, I'll just put it right out here on the porch.
There's the Thomas house. Now go in and do your stuff and be sure you don't fall down on the job.
Don't worry about us. We'll deliver the girls.
You'd better, or else things could get very rough for you.
I'm not worried about you, Abbott, but this guy ain't got the brains of a 5-year-old child.
Yeah, but look at the difference in our ages.
Thank goodness we got your father out of here before your friends came. I'd hate to have him disgrace us in front of Mr. Abbott and Mr. Costello.
Oh, yeah, especially if he gets started on one of those cockeyed discussion of birds.
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep him out of here until you girls have a chance to make your friends feel at home.
You don't know how much this date means to us, Mother.
I know, dear.
Mother doesn't know it, but she's on our side.
Come on, we'd better let the decoys in.
But these girls are a couple of buttes.
No, we'll see. Nonsense. We're here on business.
What do you do?
Jude and Marie Thomas, I presume?
Why, yes. But when Steve described you over the phone, we didn't expect such a pleasant surprise as this.
Why, I should say not. You're no monster. You're cute.
Monster?
Come on, let's go over here and get acquainted.
Excuse us, please.
Oh, yes.
Why, certainly. Come on, girls, get your hats. We've got to deliver you to Tom and Steve.
Abbott, don't be so impatient.
All of a sudden, I'm not in such a hurry.
That makes two of us.
Hey, will you shut up?
But now go have a little chat over here.
No, we can't afford to chat now. I don't want the boys to get impatient.
Oh, that'll keep.
Now, wait a minute. Now.
Come on, cutie pie. Sit down.
After you, June. Gorgeous.
Oh, you have such soulful eyes. They do something to me. You know, I think you're an awful lot nicer than Tom.
I think you are, too.
I'd like to get really acquainted with you. The real you.
Well, really, I gotta deliver you to Tom.
Never mind, Tom. He can wait. Oh, don't you like girls?
I like them very much, but I didn't know that... Excuse me.
Well, then why don't you sit close to me?
Well, I'm sitting as close as I want to sit. Please.
Come on.
Please, I mean, after all, I don't, I know, but I mean, after all, I don't want to...
It takes you a long time to get warmed up, but once you do, you're a ball of fire.
Lou, come on, please. Tom and Steve are waiting. You're burning me up now.
I'm burning you up. I was just burnt up.
Lou wants to stay here and hold hands with me, don't you, Lou?
Well, what's all these strange sounds going on here? These strange noises?
Oh, did you hear me?
Dad, Mother, I'd like you to meet Mr. Abbott and Mr. Costello.
Well, gentlemen, this is a pleasure indeed. Mr. Costello, Mr. Abbott. Well, Mother, isn't it wonderful? Two intelligent young men here to visit our daughters.
Yes,
Lovely,
the girls
lovely.
told us that you were very intelligent young men.
I was teaching your daughter here all about bird calls.
Oh, bless your heart. Then you must be the one that knows all about birds, an ornithologist.
What?
An ornithologist.
Oh, sure. First class.
You do know all about the birds, the lovely little feathered creatures.
Oh, I love birds. What's your favorite bird?
Well,
What's your favorite bird call?
Well, I think the sweetest call in all birdland is the call of the whippoorwill.
The whippoorwill?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like the call of my bird better.
Is that so? Which species is that?
The whippoorwill.
Whippoorwill? I never heard of it. Whippoorwon't? What's the difference between the whippoorwill and the whippoorwon't?
Well, the whippoorwill and the whippoorwon't. Yeah, the whippoorwill what? That's it.
You know, really, you're a quaint chap. I was telling the boys down at the Bird Watchers Club all about him.
You remind me of a little bird.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Cuckoo. Will you...
Well,
what do you got here?
Oh, this gentleman is my own creation. It is a new antenna. I made it all with my own hands, and I made it in the form of a bird cage.
Isn't that beautiful? What are you doing?
You know, when this is installed, I will get the clearest pictures in this whole neighborhood. It must be adjusted to the roof, you see. Must be very firmly anchored to the roof.
The television ain't working now?
Yes, but this is a very superior set, and I'm quite sure that the pictures will be absolutely beautiful. Yeah. And at 2:30 this afternoon, gentlemen, there's going to be a wonderful bird program.
No, what?
Oh, please. A little bird program about little birds?
Yes.
Oh, I want to see it, Abbott.
See, I knew Mr. Costello would love to see that, wouldn't you?
But how can you see that program until you have your antenna set up?
Yes. Oh, dear. Well, now, isn't that silly of me, of course. Well, if you'll excuse me, gentlemen, very nice to have known you. I must climb up on the roof now.
Just a minute.
We've got to get out.
Excuse me, Abbott. Be debonair. Be chivalrous or something. If you don't mind, sir, do you mind if Abbott and I help you put this antenna up on the roof?
Oh, you're too kind, really.
I mean, after all, we are much younger than you are, and I think that high attitude up there might make you a little dizzy, and I think we can do it.
Well, thank you very much. Just a little help. I'll tell you what I'll do. If you'll be kind enough to take the antenna, I will get you the tools and a ladder.
Thank you, sir.
Get out of here.
I'm going to listen to a little bird program. Come on. Look out. I'll fix it. I'll fix that outside. I'll fix it. Wait. Look out. Give your hand up. Put another hat.
Give me a hand, can't you?
Wait a minute.
What are you guys doing up here with that bird cage?
It's no bird cage. We're putting up an antenna for Mr. Thomas.
Well, keep out of my way while I work. Now, be careful where you walk. There's some weak spots in this roof.
No, it's dangerous, huh?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the tip. My name is Bud Abbott.
Glad to know you.
Come on, let's put it up over here.
If Abbott and Costello don't bring the girls out pretty soon, I'm going in after them.
If they're double-crossing us, we'll mop up the place with them.
Right. We'll give them 10 minutes more.
Come on, get up on here and give me a hand.
Hold on.
Here, get that barrel in. Hurry up. Can you make it?
Yeah.
That's the boy. Take it easy now. Your idea, you know, not mine.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah, now hold on to that.
Okay.
Lift it up a little. Take it easy. Now, wait a minute.
Don't knock that.
Well, wait a minute. Please, I want to get some solid spots here.
What are you knocking out the bricks for?
Hold still. Now, wait a minute. Hold still. Oh, now, hold it tight. And that up, boy. Hold it tight. Lou, where did you go to now? Lou, come up. Lou. Oh, no. Come on, get up out of there.
I'm stuck. I can't get up.
Huh?
I'm stuck. I can't get up.
Come here, I'll give you a hand. Oh, this tar is terrible. Now, wait a minute. Oh.
Wait a minute. I'll help you.
Thanks.
Get me up.
I'm sorry, it was only an accident.
One more accident, and I'm going to get mad.
Hey, what are them jokers doing playing around on the roof, huh?
I don't know, but we're going up there and take care of them.
Let's go.
Henry, for heaven's sake, relax.
No.
Sit down.
My. I hope they get that antenna fixed so we won't miss that bird program.
So do I. So Marie and I can have the boys to ourselves.
Yeah, but that bird program, I've been looking forward to that. Oh, what's taking them so long?
Abbott, I'll chop a hole in the roof and we'll anchor it here.
I hope you're right, boy. Ow! Hey, trouble?
You're a double cross. Why don't you bring the girls out?
What are you guys playing around up here for? Get him low! Get him low!
Hey, what's going on?
son of the homo waterpuss. I must shoot that and stuff it.
Fields Rooming House, Fields speaking. Hello.
Lou Costello.
Lou Costello isn't here.
This is Lou Costello talking.
Oh, are you Lou Costello on the other end?
I'm Lou Costello on both ends.
All right, wise guy. Where are you?
I'm downtown picking up Mrs. Bronson and her daughter like you told me to.
Good. Now bring them home here right away because Mrs. Bronson has got to get ready for her big benefit show. Now you drive carefully here.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, he says. Where's Bud Abbott?
He's with me.
Oh, good. Now you bring Bud Abbott here with you because he's got to help Mrs. Bronson with the show. Now you tell him I said to keep an eye on you because if the cop picks you up for speeding, Costello, he's going to take away your driver's license. What are you laughing at?
I can't take my driver's license away.
And why not?
I haven't got a driver's license.
Take it easy, will you? What's the matter with you? What do you think you're running to? Fire or something? Now take it easy. Let's get on to the rooming house. Come on, go ahead.
We're here. We've been here already 10 minutes. I've been chasing you for the last 10 miles. You came all the way out from downtown in exactly 4 minutes, and that's 10 miles. Now, how did you do it? I come up the Hollywood Freeway. The Hollywood Freeway isn't finished. It is now. Yeah. Well, right, eh? Well, so far, you got 5 violations. I'm gonna get a ticket, Yes, you're gonna get a ticket. You're making a lot of them. First of all, what's the idea of going up that wrong way in the one-way street? You see that arrow on the lamppost? Now, when you see the arrow on the lamppost and it points that way, what does it tell you? That tells you which way the wind's blowing. The arrow points that way on this street, and on the next street it points that way. What does that signify? I mean, the wind's going down one street and up the other one.
Answer the man.
Is that right? No, that's not right. Now, how many people you got in this car? Give me a ticket, huh? How many people I got in the car? I said how many people you got in the car.
Answer the man.
You shut up.
I'm sorry, officer.
Altogether? Yes, altogether.
Counting him?
Counting him.
Me too?
You too.
7.
7. How many in the front seat?
3.
How many in the back seat?
1.
How much is 3 and 1?
That's a hard one, ain't it?
No, it's not a hard one.
Well, that's 7, eh?
No, it's not 7. Now, how many in the car?
All together?
All together.
Counting me?
Yes, counting you.
Answer the man.
You shut up.
All together?
All together.
7.
7. How many in the front seat?
3.
How many in the back seat?
1.
I'm asking you a simple question. A very simple question. How many people you got in the car?
7.
3 and 1 is not 7. 3 and 1 never was 7. 3 and 1 will never be 7. What was the idea of driving up on the sidewalk?
You think I'm going to drive on the road with those crazy drivers? It's safer up there.
Oh, yeah? I'm going 60 miles an hour.
60 miles a minute.
60 miles an hour.
60 miles a minute.
60 miles an hour.
60 miles a minute. This car won't go an hour.
That's a violation.
Well, put it in the book.
All right. And do you realize you almost hit that old man about 5 blocks back there?
Ain't my fault. He told me.
No, officer, I didn't. I told you to give the old man the right of way.
Oh, I thought he said get him right away.
Good thing for you, you didn't get him right away.
I'll get him on the way back.
Oh, no. When I get through with you, you're not coming back.
Yes, it's nice.
Now, who's that lady over in the end?
Oh, that's Mr. Bronson's wife.
Who's the one in the middle?
That's her daughter.
Oh, that's Mr. Bronson's wife and daughter.
No. That's Mrs. Bronson and Mr. Bronson's wife, and that's her daughter.
I said, who is the lady on the end?
He's a dope, ain't he?
Who's the lady on the end?
That's Mrs. Bronson.
All right, all right.
Mr. Bronson's wife.
All right, that's clear. Now, but who is the girl?
That's her daughter.
Then that's Mr. Bronson's wife and daughter.
Can you explain it, Lou, explain it.
This is Mrs. Bronson over here.
You told me that.
This little girl over here, that's her daughter.
then it must be Mr. Bronson's wife and daughter.
It is not Mr. Bronson's wife and daughter. It's Mr. Bronson's wife. I know what I'm talking about.
Explain it to them.
And it's her daughter.
Explain it.
Will you put that into English so that I can understand it?
Look, officer, let me try to give it to you once and straight. Suppose you went to the market and you bought a cow.
So I bought a cow.
Now, the cow had a calf.
All right.
Now, who would the calf belong to?
Belongs to me.
Oh, so you married a cow?
Yeah, the smart...
Bronson, I hope that Mr. Costello's crazy driving didn't disturb you any.
Disturb me? I had to send my daughter down to the drugstore to get me some headache tablets.
Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my. Mrs. Bronson, surprised. You're just jealous, Abbott, because I'm a better driver than you are and I'm smarter than you are.
You're smart. I'm as smart as you are, you
Oh,
dope.
now, please, boys, don't quarrel over me. Oh, dear, men are always fighting over me. They really are. I remember when I was a girl.
You remember that far back?
Yes, and there were two boys in our neighborhood who were fighting over me and fighting over me and fighting over... And today, who do you think they are?
Miles Standish and John Alden.
You're so cute. You little fat monster. It's quite right.
Really sorry.
Oh, no, it's quite right.
Listen, you... How many times do you think you can scare me with this thing? Keep it out of my car.
Mrs. Bronson, would you mind holding this for
Well,
me?
certainly I have.
Joke. Scaring people out of their shoes. You're going to get us in an awful mess of trouble, Lou.
I just wanted you to know that you've driven me to the verge of nervous prostration, you little maniac. I haven't yet recovered from the shock of that horrible animal you put in my hand out there in the hall. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. First, you almost frightened me to death driving like a madman through the streets in that car, and then you put that horrible creature in my hands and almost frightened me out of my wig. I mean hair. This is going too far. I'm losing my patience with you. I want you to keep your distance from me as long as I'm living in this apartment. Don't you ever try anything like that on me again. Are you paying attention to what I'm saying, Lou Costello? Can you hear me?
Lady, I could hear you if you were talking from Patterson, New Jersey.
Right now with people like you, and I wish there was some way we could get rid of you and your kind. And another thing, I want you to forget it.
Well, I guess that took care of the old hag.
It's a good thing for you. Or I give you a good piece of my mind.
Well, I guess you're satisfied now? You've insulted the woman. Now get right over there and apologize in person. Go on.
Apologize.
Go on over and apologize to Miss Bronson. Go on.
Apologize. Mrs. Bronson.
What's the matter? Oh, it's you, Mrs. Bronson. What's happened?
Nothing. I was just giving myself a mud pack.
Well, what was all this with you and Costello?
You keep that maniac Costello away from me. Either he leaves his apartment house or I will.
Oh, come now, Mrs. Bronson. Let's just think a minute. Didn't I talk Bud Abbott into becoming stage manager of your show?
Well, what has that got to do with that overstuffed garbage can Costello?
Well, they're partners, dear. If Costello goes, Abbott goes with him. Then your show is gone. No stage manager.
Oh, very well. But you keep Costello out of my hair.
Oh, you got a deal.
Miss Bronson.
Yes.
Costello. Come here. How dare you compare this beast to Miss Bronson? How dare you compare Miss Bronson to this Miss Bronson is no beast.
She is a beast. Look, I'll handle this, Mrs. Bronson. Do you mind?
You better had. You troublemaker. Do you realize I'll never be able to look myself in the face again?
That makes two of us.
Will you please try to keep this idiot in line?
I'm trying my best.
I've done everything in the world to keep him from being thrown out of here. Look, didn't I give you boys permission to turn my garage into a gym? My poor car has been standing out in the street for 3 months. Anything's liable to happen to it.
What could happen
to it? Huh? Well, what was it?
Well, it's Mr. Fields. Just take it easy now.
Snoop.
Please just take it easy. You gotta brace up.
Was it my car?
Oh, pal. You've been such a nice fella. Nice landlord. Just take it easy. You gotta take this like a man. Take it standing up.
Was it my car?
Keep your chin up, Mr. Fields.
We'll talk. Well, pardon me, Mr. Fields. Lou. Oh, no. All right, take it easy. Mr. Fields, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but my advice to you is get your shoes resoled in the morning. You're going to do an awful lot of walking.
Sorry, pal.
It's all right. We did the best we could.
Poor fella. Couldn't take it.
Just couldn't take it.
We did everything we could. That's all.
Now, Joe, are you still up? Oh, now, look, please.
What
I don't want to be annoyed by you.
I heard you say something has to go to the flies.
Look, will you please keep quiet, keep out of this? I don't know why I ever let Fields talk me into this, fix up this stage here for Mrs. Bronson.
Listen.
This is work. This is not play, you know.
I know, but you told him you used to be in a
All right,
stage. I don't know.
All right. Well, forget about it.
I used to be on a stage, too, but they don't give me no job in a show.
Listen, I'm not going to hang around here all day, you know.
I had plenty of opportunities.
All right, yes, I know. You had all the opportunities.
I would like a chance in this show if you don't.
What are you talking about, you and actor? Get out of here.
Wait a minute. Come here.
Joe,
Wait a minute, Joey. You mean you never saw me in the picture?
Certainly not.
Didn't you see me in that picture, Toast of the Town?
Toast of the Town?
Yeah.
What were you, one of the crumbs? Now get out of here. Stop annoying me. Joe.
Wait a minute. Just a minute. Excuse me, Joe.
Leave Joe alone. Now stop giving orders. Will you stop this? Look out now, you see? Hey, go ahead now. Start some trouble up here.
Well, I'm asking you.
Get off the stage. Go out in the alley if you want to play.
I got a nice voice. Why don't you give me a chance to help Mrs. Bronson in the show so then she'll make up with me and then
what
we'll be
in
happy.
the world can you do, Lou? Will you please?
Sing.
You can what?
Sing.
Since when?
Now.
Since now.
Want to hear me?
No, I don't want to hear you. Look, I've got to hang this scenery, Lou. The show will be on tonight. The scenery's got to go up. The show must go on.
Well, give me a chance.
Sit down there and sing, please. Sing to yourself. Go ahead. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself.
Listen to this now, huh?
I don't want... Go ahead. Sing.
Oh, I love Jeannie with a light.
Take this up a little higher, Joe. Little higher.
I love Jeannie with a light brown hair.
Joe, can you hear me up there? A little higher. Mike, get on the rope. Please help a little bit. A little higher. Higher. Too high. Down. Take it easy. Hold it. Lord. All the way to the floor. All the way to the floor. All the way to the floor. Up. There you are. All right, tie that off for a minute. Will you not so loud, please? I got work to do here. Up on that right leg. Up on the right leg. You hear me? I said up on the right leg. Up on your left leg. Up on the left leg. Never mind the right leg, the left leg. Hold it. The right leg. Never mind the left, hold the left. Up on the right. Right, hold the right. Up on the left. Left. Up on both legs. Stop the nonsense, hold still a minute. What's the matter with you? Well, you got this right, boys? Well, get ready to tie up when I tell you. Over to the left a little. Little more. A little more. Whoop. Too far. To your right. Just a little. To your right a little. To your right a little. Hold it. Ooh, wait a minute.
I love Jeannie with a light crown here.
Joe, you've got that cord. You got it all. It's all twisted. Turn around. Turn around to your right. Around to your right. Around to your right.
I love Jeannie.
It's all twisted in the rack.
I love Jeannie.
Will you get out of my way? Hey, you're coming to club on. Oh, wait, it's too far. Turn to your left.
The light.
Turn to your left.
I love Jeannie.
That's the way I got it. Go around this way. Go around that way. All right. I'm getting Jeannie dizzy. All right, forward. Forward a little more.
I love Jeannie with
Bring it all the way up. Bring it all the way forward.
I love her.
Boy, did I work hard on that show? I must have taken off weight.
Yeah, you worked very hard. I went into the thing with the orchestra down there. Smash! You worked hard.
Well, it was your own fault, Lou.
Why didn't you let me sing? Jeannie with the light brown hair.
All right. Stop it. I must have lost weight. Boy, oh boy, did I... Hey, how do you like that? 3 pounds heavier. I took on 3 pounds. Can you imagine with all the work I did there? Oh, I don't know. You'll have to give me a rub down, Lou.
I gotta give you a rub down.
Yeah, it's getting shape again.
Well, you better get it now because I think Fields is gonna turn this thing back into a garage.
You know how to give a rub down? You don't. Oh, that's right. You never did. Hey, wait a minute. Fatless Frankie is on the air at this time every day with his reducing program. Turn on the radio. Go ahead, turn that on and do everything that he tells you to do.
Okay, well, give me, get your rope off.
Now, wait a minute. Turn it on and do everything, and don't ask any questions. Just listen to Fatless Frankie. He's a guy who can give rub down.
You're muscular, bro.
Yeah, but we want to get some of this weight off. You know what I mean, Lou?
Okay.
Come on, turn on the radio.
And now, the Body Beautiful Hour.
Well, good morning. I know that you all have just completed your 2-mile run. Now lie down, relax. Stretch your body and you're ready for your rub down. Remember, do everything I say. First, get a bottle of rubbing alcohol or witch hazel. I'll wait.
Rubbing alcohol or witch hazel? Rubbing alcohol or witch hazel? Which one do you want?
Oh, use either.
I beg your pardon?
Use either.
Use either?
Yeah, sure. I'm too tired.
Rub gently. Gently at first. Rub gently now. Circulate the blood. Wake up! Now, let's get a bottle of soothing skin lotion.
I think I got it in the other room.
Before we go on with the rub-down, here's a helpful hint from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, Fatless Frankie's presented daily by your friendly Squeak and Rattle Body Fender Company. Today we take pleasure in giving instructions on how to paint your car at home. You all ready? Put everything else aside and get some sandpaper. Get a nice large piece of good rough sandpaper. Now, check the body. Does it have rust marks, scratches, or any kind of blemish? If it has, sandpaper them off.
That's no mold. It's walking. Got it.
Now look the body over carefully for dents or bulges. Have you found any bulges? Get a hammer and hammer Does the body have a spare tire? And remove the spare tire.
What's the wrench going to do?
Now we're ready to paint the body. Choose a paint color combination to your liking. Gray and green, blue and gray, or black and green. Get the paint ready. Here we go. Give the body a good coat.
Put a little plastic rub down here. Maybe some mud tack will do that.
Don't be stingy. Use plenty of paint. Now, as one side dries, paint the other side. Make it even all over. Be careful. Be very careful. Don't splash any paint on the seat. Now look the body over. Does the body have a soft top or a hard top?
I think it's a hard top.
If the body has a hard top, use a combination of colors. As an example, if the body is painted black, paint the top green. Use plenty of paint. While the paint is drying, check the headlamps. Look into the lamps. Now try the horn. Now, with such a fine-looking paint job, we can't have any body squeaks, can we? I'll get some grease. Thoroughly grease all the joints. Now that the body is thoroughly greased, just to be sure it doesn't squeak or rattle, jump up and down on the body.
Get out. Listen, do you mind if I use the weights? Go ahead and use them. Go on, go on. Thank you. here.
I tell him. Hold on.
Hercules. Yes? You want it on a telephone. Will you hold these for me, please? That'd be the way. Thank you.